Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'd love to invite all of you to sit back, relax. You're about to experience a very delightful show that we are calling the Seraph and Bos Food Review. We'll be tasting amazing delicacies from the far, far land of Spain. Today we have two amazing people I'd love to introduce to you. The lovely Pastor Bos and unworthy Seraph coming on the screen. We've prepared a amazing kitchen for you. Amazing presentation. We've got candles lit. We've got aprons galore. And we've got crooked mustaches. It's going to be an amazing dinner delight. So friends, sit back and enjoy. We've got great items on the menu, hailing from the land of Spain. And first, I'd like to introduce to you Ancho, Huevo Frito. When life gives you lemons, you like lemonade. When life gives you an excess of flour and lard, you make montesado cookies. At least that's what the townspeople of Estepa did back in the 15th century. Locals combined leftover pork, fat, flour, and sugar, rolled into the mixture into balls, and they baked them until lightly golden. Before long, their formal shortbread had become a national Christmas tradition, making it stop at the hub of a lucrative new industry. Nowadays, August or December marks montesado season in Estepa, when roughly 1/6 of the population are roughly producing 40% of the country's montesados. About 44 million pounds per year. With this treat, you'll get a delicious taste of the steak, perfectly paired with another Spanish pride and joy, super sweet Velocino orange. So what are you waiting for? When life gives you montesados, you much.
You need to meet that.
Looks like, friends, they're beginning their taste test review. They're gonna give us an honest feel about how they're enjoying these montesados. If you guys are just popping in, we're tasting delicacies from the land of the good old Spain. Actually, you know what, friends? Let's go ahead and just get a good old close-up there. What are they eating here? Ooh, look at that bag of chips. Look at that chip right there. Ooh, that's a delicacy right there. Not just any delicacy. One from Spain. Now, you see that beautiful chip? You see the bag? Why don't we show them the bag really quick? Now, that's a beautiful bag right there. Look at that egg. Fried eggs, all the way hailing from the land of Spain. Now, let's go ahead and get a live taste test. As you can see, in real life, the chips are also see-through because real life is a green screen. The mustache almost falls off with the chip in the mouth. There we go. Just gently, as he applies the chip to the tongue. They gaze into skies and space, wondering, how good are these chips? I want to ask a very, very important question. Pastor Bos and unworthy Seraph, what is your honest review of these montesado chips?
Well, as far as the crunchiness of the chip, I do believe they're very high quality. The crunch was very enriching and satisfying to the teeth. But as far as the taste of these chips, I will admit they do, in fact, taste like eggs. However, the taste was not as exciting as I would have enjoyed.
Yes, I agree with the crunchiness.
What's wrong, Pastor Bos?
Oh no, the mustache has fallen off. This is a sight to see.
Your mustache seems to have
Be distracted.
I don't want to talk about it.
And do not
Well,
notice
the
that he has lost his
crunchiness
mustache.
of the chip was very crunchy. It was Lay's, much crunchier. Much crunchier than an original Lay's potato chip. However, as he said, it says fried egg on here, and I do believe that I did taste the fried egg. More like sunny side up than anything else, I believe.
I agree.
I would not, I do believe I would not purchase this in a store for myself, however.
That might be difficult since they are from Spain.
Well, if I lived in Spain, I would not purchase it, in my opinion. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 3.
Unworthy Seraph, what would you rate the chips?
I will give the chips a 4. I do think their crunchiness makes up for the lack of flavor.
You've heard it here from our beautiful chefs here, Pastor Bos and Unworthy Seraph. A 3 for Pastor Bos and a 4, giving these chips an average of 3.5. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep continuing on in our menu here. And up next, we have conguitos. Everyone knows peanut and M&Ms, even the Spanish. But in Spain, the colorful American classics, they face some serious competition. We're talking about conguitos. With 30 million packets sold every year, conguitos is a household name in Spain, available everywhere. Their candies are sold in aisles. But what sets them apart? Maybe it's the cute chocolate chum on the package, or perhaps it's the fact that each piece in it's printed with a symbol you can use to write messages. But most likely, it's their perfect ratio of rich dark chocolate to crunchy salted peanut that keeps the Spaniards and us coming back for more. What do you think? Take your time savoring these conguitos and decide, how do they stack up against their American countertops? Pastor Bos and Unworthy Seraph, let us know. Conguitos.
Very interesting smell we have here.
Very rich chocolate.
Rich yes. Chocolate. But there is a white line on my chocolate. Do you have a white line on yours?
Mine is a Z, they're letters.
Mine is a J. J-Z.
Kanye West.
Would you like to taste it now?
Let's.
Okay.
The chat is asking, what is their flavor profile? Tasty.
Magnificent.
I'm not impressed. Please explain your very high liking of these.
The conguitos, in my opinion, it is like an M&M. However, waits for it a reversed M&M. The chocolate. The chocolate from an M&M usually on the inside, yet the chocolate from the conguito on the outside. This does not have a letter. It looks like it's faded away. A U. A U. J-U-Z. There is also a peanut on the inside, so yes. No, it is not just an M&M. I got it. It is the M&Ms in the yellow bags reversed with a peanut on the inside.
Did you not hear the explanation? Thank you, sir.
A wild papa bee.
Your mustache. It has
I cut it differently.
Hashtag Rogaine.
What?
For the win.
Well, if I may put in my 2 cents on the, what were they? Conguitos.
2 cents or 2 pence?
What?
Euros?
Take it down a step.
It's Spain.
Chill out. Gracious. Well, for the conguitos, I will admit that I am not a fan of peanut M&Ms, so I may be a little biased here. But I did find the peanut to chocolate ratio to be very favored towards the peanut, and the chocolate was a bit lacking for me. The smell was very good. It was strong, very chocolatey, but I believe it did become a disappointment when the flavor did not quite match up to the smell.
I believe it was chocolatey smelling because the chocolate, unlike an M&M, was on the outside.
Overall, friends, what would you rate the conguitos?
Well, as I said, I do believe I am a bit biased here, but I will try to give it a generous 3.
I disagree. I believe that the conguitos are an 8.
We have a 3, we have an 8, giving conguitos an average score of 5.5. Next on our Spanish delicacy menu, we have Aspil Aspitos, ham-flavored corn puff snack. Visiting Spain without tasting its ham? Impossible. Ham is the crown jewel of the Spanish cuisine, featured in countless traditional dishes. You can't walk through the streets without constantly seeing a ham leg hanging from a butcher shop window. And when it comes to Spain's media obsession, the pinnacle is undoubtedly Iberian ham. This delicacy is made from the meat of Iberico hogs, which are fed a special diet of acorns and olives. The tender meat is cured up for 3 years. Talk about patience. Resulting in a complex sweet flavor. We just had to give you a taste. Although, fortunately for the Iberico hogs, there's no meat in this delicious recipe. Instead, you get the bold flavor of Iberian ham in the form of a country corn puff. Try not to hog this yum. Impossible. You've seen it here first, friends. Now, they will test.
Well, this is disappointing already.
I'm unsure. It looks like a cheese puff in long form.
Wait,
Yet,
wait,
it is ham?
wait. Cheese stick mixed with cheese puff.
But ham? Where does the ham come in?
I don't know.
Ham!
Let's try it.
The chips that you don't do
Yeah, but like,
I believe when I first took a bite, it was unimpressive at first. However, after aftertaste had come, boy, was it more worse. This is bad. This is not, ham should not come in cheese puff form.
I agree.
I am very, not only that, this tablecloth that we washed before the show, unbelievable. It is a mess. How, it looks like with this bear on here with his thumb up, it should be good. However, you know, it looks like a children's food.
Are we rating the packaging or the food?
What parents would, I'm upset.
Seeing as it did fall apart before it even reached my mouth, that did not bode well for the whatever this was. But I did taste the ham a little bit, but I didn't like it.
No.
I don't know why. I don't know why this is a thing. I give it a 1.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I will, yes, a 1. I was going to try and give it to 1.55, but there's just nothing good about this. Nothing. Very upset.
you heard it here first, friends. Aspil Aspatitos. A 1 + 1 gets an average of 1. Up next on our Spanish delicacy menu, we have Lacasitos Gold. Candy-coated white chocolate with caramel pieces. Hunting for gold, are you? If you'd been around 2,000 years ago, Spain would have been a great place to look. Las Medulas gold mine, located in the northern province of Leon, was once the most important source of gold in the Roman Empire. Ancient locals dug an elaborate system of canals for flowing water to erode the rock, which loosened the gold. Fortunately, we have a much easier way for you to find gold today, by looking in your box. There you'll find a golden tube, and inside that, bright golden candies. These nuggets might not make you rich, but with their buttery crunch and sweet caramelly flavor, your taste buds are about to strike gold. Ooh, Lacasitos Gold. Sold in stores in Spain everywhere.
Well, I do have to say, I was not concerned about this candy, as Pastor Susie was giving the description. Caramel, in gold they say. I say not. The caramel tastes very odd to me. It does not taste like caramel at all. Or would you say caramel at all? What do you think?
How do the Spaniards say it?
I see your point about the... I don't know what's going on. I see your point about it not really tasting of caramel too strongly. However, I do believe that the taste it does have really lives up to the gold name. It did taste very golden. I'm not sure if that makes any sense, but it was good. I enjoyed it.
I do have to say the color, though, was not gold. It was more of a light tan.
Thank you.
This is amazing.
I'm the man of many mustaches.
I can see this.
So, what do you give it?
On a scale of 1 to 10, the Lacasitos of somewhat gold, I give it a 6.
I enjoyed it. I believe it is deserving of a 7.
You've heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. For the Lacasitos Gold, 6 plus 7, 13, with an average of 6.5. Up next on our beautiful Spanish delicacy menu, we have the Vital Spicy Mangoes. Spicy mango flavored gummies. This yum is hot in every possible way. For one, Spanish mangoes are grown in the southern region of La Aguasacaria, part of Spain's Costa del Sol Oriental, coast of the Eastern Sun. The region is one of Europe's hottest, averaging 320 sunny days out of the year. Secondly, Spain's mangoes are an extremely hot commodity. Mangoes are the newest European craze, but in Spain, it is the only country in the EU that produces them. International demand is so high that in 2018, Spain produced a record-breaking number of mangoes, a whopping 30,000 tons. And last, but certainly not least, there's this gummy flavor, which is soothingly fruity, and then surprisingly spicy. It's safe to say that you've never tasted mango like this hot before. In fact, you might even want to grab some milk. Gentlemen, taste away.
Now, in the unfortunate circumstance that we do not have milk, we have water, which has been known to make things that are spicy even spicier. Thank you, Mr. Seraph. The texture is not like an American gummy. It is odd.
I do believe it is very similar.
The smell, on the other hand, sweet, yet strong.
Yes, indeed.
Very strong.
Yes. Let's.
Woo! If I could say PK fire in my mouth, but yet an explosion of passion mango, If there is a word for that in Spain, I want to know what it is, because that is what it is.
I believe it is fuego.
Yes. Yes. Now, at first you just taste somewhat of a weird mango taste. And for being in the sun for 327 days, as Pastor Susie had explained, I would expect these to be a little bit hot, no? If I were in the sun for 327 days, I'd be a little bit hot as well.
I think you might be dead.
Probably. However, man.
The spice did not linger long,
No, it did not.
but there was a punch.
So how did you feel about it overall?
Well, I didn't enjoy the texture, and before the spice kicked in, the flavor was very good. Then the spice came in very strong, but did not linger long. I do not care for spice that lingers, so that was on the acceptable side of spicy things for me. I'd give it a 6.
A 6. For myself, the taste was not very good. Not gonna. I like mangoes, original mangoes, not gummy mangoes from Spain, apparently. Interesting, but not good. The taste was, yes, interesting at first, and then the spice really kicked in. Came like a PK fire. Fuego! And then it went away in a blink of an eye. I give it a 3.7.
That's very specific.
It's a very specific candy.
Sure.
Yes.
Friends,
Get it away.
You've heard it here first. A 6 plus a 3.7, bringing us to a total of 4.85. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 items left on the Spanish delicacy menu. And up next, we have La Cosa Trufas, cocoa-dusted chocolate truffles. Shh. This chocolate is a huge secret, or at least it would have been 500 years ago. We'll explain. Spanish conquistador Hernan Cortés first encountered chocolate as a bitter, spiced drink in the Aztec Mexico. In 1528, he brought the first cocoa beans back to Spain, where local friars continued to prepare it as a drink, but with one history-making addition: a sugar. As you might expect, the new recipe proved insanely popular. The Spanish monarchy, seeing just how lucrative chocolate could be, tried to keep it hush-hush to establish a cocoa stronghold before the rest of Europe caught wind. But unfortunately for them, a traveling Italian brought some beans back to Italy in 1606, and before long, the entire continent was in the sweet secret. Fortunately for you, that means after you taste these decadent cocoa-dusted Spanish truffles, you're free to shout your love from the rooftops. La Casa Trufas. Gentlemen, taste.
Ten out of 10.
Shout from the rooftops? Shout from the rooftops? I will shout from the rooftops.
Hallelujah.
Oh,
Well said.
it is like an enlarged Hershey Kiss, but it is so much better than the Hershey Kiss. I will shout from the rooftops 2 things only. 1, La Casa Truffles.
And 2?
And 2, the name of Jesus. Wow. 10 out of 10.
Very good. Yes. Can we get some more of these?
If we can Amazon! They have everything! We must check. Must be Prime.
Amazon.sp.
I don't even want to drink my water. Can we not do the last one? This taste must linger forever.
We have more, or we can eat more later.
Okay, we will bring. We will not give these back. We keep for ourselves.
We have one final item on the agenda. Apparently, so far, La Casa Trufa is proving to be a fan favorite. Last but certainly not least, friends, we have, wait for it, a spiel, palomitas, sabor, ketchup y mostaza. Ketchup and mustard flavored baked corn snack. Translated literally, this yum is called the ketchup and mustard flavored little doves. But don't you worry, you won't find any feathery friends inside these puffs. The old Spanish word palomitas originally meant little doves, but in modern times it's used to signify popcorn and other corn snacks, given their small, white, vaguely bird-like shape. That does sound way yummer than a condiment-covered dove. With that dilemma out of the way, you may now be asking yourself, why ketchup and mustard? This answer isn't a matter of translation.
Thank you.
It's a matter of taste. Start munching and let this yum, addictive flavor, fusion, do the explaining. Gentlemen, taste away.
I am very scared. The bear is back. The last time we had this bear, we had ham in elongated form. I'm scared.
It's hard to live up to the truffles.
Bring the chocolate, but we must try the ketchup mustaza or ketchup a mostarda doves. What is in these?
I barely tasted it.
What does sin mean in Spain? It says sin
With.
gluten.
With,
With?
or maybe it's without. One of the two.
With gluten. It has a thumbs up. With gluten or without gluten. We don't know.
See, these are like cheese puffs, but without the cheese.
Cheeseless cheese puffs.
Yes. So what do you believe about this? This.
Disappointing.
Yes. Why?
Because of the truffles.
I can see that. Now I have a question for you. This bear always has his thumbs up on these bags. The last bag he had his thumb up. You think it's just broken? Because there's nothing thumbs up about this.
I think it's marketing.
Marketing.
I gave it a 2.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
Might have been a 6 if not for the truffles, but
the truffles do make the.
they set a very high bar.
I give it a 2.2.
You tried to outdo me like that?
Well, you know, I would. Oh gosh, I would give it. It's not about you. It has ketchup, and I like ketchup. Antioxidants. Yes.
Friends, you've heard it here first. For the Aspil Palomita Sabor Ketchup y Mostaza. 2.2 plus 2 equals 2.1. Now to ask our lovely contestants one more question. Out of every food you've eaten today, which was your favorite?
Well, I think that's a very easy answer, don't you
I
agree?
believe it is as well. The ham elongated form. No, it was not. I will shout from the rooftops. The truffles. So good.
That's right, friends. You
Can
heard
we
it
get
here
those back?
first.
Can we
favorite.
bring them back?
An encore of the truffles.
My wife has them.
Are they gluten-free?
They may not be gluten-free. These are sin gluten, and we don't know if that means with or without, so you can't have these thumbs up sin. What about that? She is checking online.
You've heard it here first, friends. The fan favorite, La Casa Trufas. I'd like to personally thank our two contestants, Pastor Bos and Seraph, waving away to the camera. Friends, that's going to do it for us here at the Pastor Bos Food Review. Friends, we'll be seeing you shortly. We're taking a quick intermission while they fight over these Vatrufas. Friends, don't go anywhere, because when we return, a big 16-player mafia. We'll see you soon.